First of all, practice been going on for a few weeks for you now, about 3 weeks now. Are you happy with your team at this point in time?
Mike, I'm really pleased. I think the thing that'll always make a coach the happiest is when you can look someone, a reporter or whatever, in the face and say, we're going hard. Our work ethic is there. And I can look at you and say that. And last year I couldn't always say that. So I'm saying that now. I'm proud of that. And I'll tell you what, Mike Pierce, our returners, they almost have a new lease on life. They're looking at 10 new faces every day, and those new kids, they're just wide-eyed. They're not sure of what's going on, and those older kids have taken an ownership, and they're leading. It's remarkable. I know you came to practice the other day some. It's so fun. I'm sleeping nights. I'm eating good. It's just a great group of young women to be around. Now, how will that translate to wins and losses? I'm not sure. How do I think it'll translate? I think it'll translate. We may be a little ugly early, but I think we'll be pretty late. I think as this team and these young kids learn, and as Manning and Lane and Vaughn and Amanda McCarthy learn how to be great leaders and be consistent every night, we'll grow and continue to do good things, and hopefully in March we'll be where we need to be.
Well, you mentioned you might be a little ugly early, but you start with Mississippi State and Kentucky, so 2 SEC games right off the bat.
And what have we got to lose? We have absolutely nothing to lose. And you gauge you can never gauge your season on the first couple of games of the year, because most of the time those are guarantee games and they are from SEC teams. But at the same time, you want to see, where are you? How are you stacking up with those teams? Could we score? Could we run our offenses? Could we defend them? Now they're All-Americans. Could we hold them at least within their average? So those are the goals we go into those games with. And of course, I shared with you the other day, we have an entirely new offensive system this year, one that I've never run. I love it. I've watched it. I've been on a staff that ran it. Our kids seem to love it. We seem to be doing some really good things. And Mike, we've got better shooters. We've got the ability to score. I mean, Danielle Vaughn has come in good shape. She understands I've got to get it in my hands to make good things happen. Not that Danielle wants it in her hands to score all the time, but when she gets it in her hands, good things happen. Brittany Manning is very consistent, and of course Destiny Lane, don't we all just love Destiny Lane, how hard she works, but she's come in with a higher basketball IQ. She's taken her game to another level, and I really like that. And like I was sharing with some of the reporters here today, if we played tonight, I'd start 2 freshmen. And that's fun. Of course, remember now, UT Martin's my hero. He started all those freshmen last year, and he won this thing, so I'm after him.
All right. You're picked 9th in the preseason in the OVC. Surprised me a little bit. I thought you would be maybe 6th, 7th,
Right.
or even 8th, but 9th I thought was a little low.
Absolutely. It ticked me off. It hurt my feelings. But I look at the coaches here in the league. I mean, we've got 10 new faces. I can understand that. I can understand, and they don't. They just have to base on what your roster looks like. We kind of did UT Martin that way last year because we wasn't sure of what all those freshmen were going to do. But, Mike, I'm supposed to say this. It doesn't matter where you start. It's where you end. And those preseason rankings, I'm using it as motivation because we didn't get any players on the preseason team, all-conference team, and we were ranked 9th. So, gals, put a little chip on your shoulder and walk on.